Hi, Rick here from Myron for Models, Yuneec dealer from the UK and RC specialist for over 40 years. If you've had your Typhoon H for a while now, you may be wanting to take it to the next level and upgrade the communication between the controller and the craft. This is simply done by putting more efficient antennas on the top of the controller. And this can be done by this sort of thing, which is a high gain antenna set. So this has got the 2.4 gig and the 5.8 gig antennas built into it. This is a non-aggressive system, requires no modifications, no special tools to fit this onto the ST16 or the ST24 if you have the H920 Tornado. Okay, so to fit this antenna on, the first thing we need to do, of course, is we need to remove the existing antenna switch. Just simply unscrew and come off. Worth taking a note what side they go on, because you do have two different types of antenna. They come on, and here we've got just like a sort of grab clasp that is going to hook round the sort of trailing edge of the top of the controller. So I'll just hook on round there. You might need to slacken this off when you actually get it out of the box, and then simply tighten up the finger screw here. Not too tight, we don't want to mark the top of the controller. That's that on. Then you have two antenna cables, one on the left, one on the right, and they simply just screw onto the top of the controller. Sorry, I'm all about fingers and thumbs because I'm going in at a funny angle, but let's that one on. And then we have this one, which will do the same. And there you have it. That is the new antenna all nicely installed. Now, just as a word when using it, this is a directional antenna. It needs to face towards the aircraft, because what it's doing is it's focusing its beam towards the craft. Rather than being an omnidirectional setup, it's focusing it towards the craft, making it more concentrated, because it uses the same power output. It's just using higher gain antennas. And for the for the buffs out there, the 2.4 gig antenna is at 9 decibels and the 5.8 gig antenna is at 14 decibels. So what is this going to do? Well, it's going to, in theory, it's going to increase your range. The manufacturers claim like to triple your range. However, remembering the country you're in will have rules and regs. So if we're in the UK, you're not allowed to fly beyond 500 meters, which the standard antennas will take you well beyond that anyway. So this will probably be used more as for better penetration. If you want to make your radio signal more reliable when working towards the aircraft, so if you've got other things around, maybe buildings, things that could interfere with your link between the controller and the craft, this is going to help keep that signal more reliable. But as I say, just remember, you need to roughly keep the antenna set pointing towards the craft. So the beam's going to probably go out at roughly about a sort of 45-degree angle. So it's worth, obviously, you should always be flying line of sight anyway, so roughly keeping yourself facing towards the craft to get the absolute benefit out of these antennas.